There is a word that separates the dreamers from the doers. There is a force that builds champions, raises children, and transforms lives. That word is not luck. It is not talent. It is not even motivation. That word is discipline. Today, I want to talk about discipline, not the harsh, punishing idea of discipline that many of us fear, but the true essence of discipline, the secret power that turns ordinary people into extraordinary forces of nature. Part 1. The essence of discipline. What is discipline? If you look it up in a dictionary, you will find words like control, order, and obedience. But discipline is so much more than that. Discipline is the bridge between your goals and your achievements. You can have all the dreams in the world. You can visualize success every night before you sleep. But without discipline, those dreams are just castles built in the air. Discipline is the foundation that brings them down to earth. Discipline is not about punishing yourself. It is about loving yourself enough to do what is hard today so that tomorrow can be easier. It is choosing the pain of sacrifice over the pain of regret. It is the quiet voice that whispers, "Keep going," when every other part of you is screaming, "Stop." Think of discipline as a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. And like a muscle, it is not always comfortable to build. But comfort is not the goal. Growth is the goal. And discipline is the tool of growth. Part 2. The secret of discipline. What is the secret? How do some people seem to have unlimited willpower while others struggle to stick to the simplest habit? The secret is this. Discipline is not about motivation. Motivation is a feeling. It comes and goes like the wind. Some days you wake up on fire, ready to conquer the world. Other days you wake up tired, heavy, and uninspired. If you rely on motivation, you will only work on the good days, and the good days are not enough to build a great life. Discipline is what you do on the bad days. The secret of discipline is routine. It is showing up at the same time, in the same place, and doing the same work whether you feel like it or not. The body follows the mind, but the mind also follows the body. When you train yourself to act regardless of how you feel, you are programming your brain for success. Another secret? Start small. You cannot build discipline by trying to change everything at once. Discipline is built one brick at a time. Make your bed every morning. Show up 5 minutes early. Keep one small promise to yourself every single day. These small victories are the bricks, and over time, those bricks build a fortress. Part 3. Why discipline? Why does discipline matter so much? Why can't we just go with the flow and let life happen? Because life rewards the disciplined. Look around you. Look at the people who have achieved something meaningful in their lives. The athlete who wins the gold medal, the entrepreneur who builds a company from nothing, the parent who raises kind, strong children, the artist who masters their craft. None of them got there by accident. None of them woke up one day and simply felt like it. They got there through thousands of small, disciplined actions that no one saw. They got up early when others slept. They worked late when others played. They said no to things that did not serve them, so they could say yes to the things that mattered. Talent is common. Discipline is rare. The world is full of talented people who never made it because they lacked the discipline to develop their gifts. But it is also full of ordinary people who did extraordinary things simply because they refused to quit. Discipline is the great equalizer. You may not be the smartest person in the room. You may not be the most talented. But if you are the most disciplined, you will win. Not because you are better, but because you stayed longer. Part 4. Discipline and motivation. The dance. Let me be clear. Motivation is not the enemy. Motivation is beautiful. It is the spark that lights the fire. It is the excitement of a new goal, the thrill of a new beginning. But motivation is the spark. Discipline is the fuel. The spark catches and the fire burns bright. But if you do not add fuel, the fire dies. Motivation gets you started. Discipline keeps you going. There will come a day when you do not feel motivated. That day is coming. It might be tomorrow, it might be next week, but it will come. And on that day, discipline will be the only thing standing between you and quitting. Do not wait for motivation. Do not chase it. Instead, build discipline so strong that motivation becomes a bonus, not a requirement. Part 5. The scope of discipline in life. Discipline is not just for athletes or soldiers. It's for everyone. It touches every part of our lives. For a man, to the men listening, discipline is what makes you a man, not your muscles, not your money, not your title. Discipline is the ability to provide when you are tired. It is the strength to be gentle when you're angry. It is the commitment to protect even when no one is watching. A disciplined man does not blame the world for his problems. He solves them. He doesn't make excuses. He makes progress. He understands that his word is his bond, and he honors it. A man without discipline is a ship without a rudder. He drifts. He reacts. He is tossed by every wave of emotion and circumstance. But a disciplined man, he steers. He chooses his direction. He becomes the captain of his own soul. For a woman, to the women listening, discipline is your superpower. In a world that constantly tells you to be smaller, quieter, and more agreeable, discipline gives you the strength to stand firm. It allows you to pursue your career with focus, to raise your children with patience, and to love yourself with intention. A disciplined woman knows her worth. She doesn't wait for permission. She doesn't rely on validation. She builds, she creates, she leads. Discipline allows a woman to balance the endless demands of life, work, family, relationships, without losing herself. It is the anchor that keeps her grounded when the storm rages. It is the fire that keeps her warm when the world is cold. For a child, and to the children or to the parents raising them, discipline is the greatest gift you can give. A child without discipline is a child without direction. They may be loved, they may be smart, but without discipline, they will struggle to turn that love and intelligence into a meaningful life. Teaching a child discipline is not about being harsh. It's about being consistent. It's showing them that actions have consequences, that effort leads to results, and that they are capable of hard things. A child who learns discipline grows into an adult who doesn't need to be supervised. They become self-starters. They become leaders. Discipline gives a child the most important thing they will ever need: self-respect. Because when you keep your promises to yourself, you learn that you are someone who can be trusted. Part 6. The price and the reward. Let me be honest with you. Discipline is hard. It is hard to get out of bed when the blanket is warm. It is hard to say no to the dessert when everyone else is eating it. It is hard to study when you'd rather scroll. It is hard to go to the gym when your body aches. It is hard to be patient with your children when you've had a long day. It is hard to be faithful when temptation is near. It is hard to keep going when everything inside you wants to quit. Discipline is hard, but regret is harder. The pain of discipline weighs ounces. The pain of regret weighs tons. You will feel the discomfort of discipline now for a moment, but if you avoid it, you will feel the weight of what if for the rest of your life. What if I had tried harder? What if I had not given up? What if I had just stuck with it? Discipline is the answer to those questions before they're asked. Part 8. How to build discipline. If you are sitting here today thinking, I'm not disciplined, I have failed so many times, how do I start? Start today. Start now. Start small. Don't try to change your whole life in one day. Pick one thing, one habit, one promise to yourself, and keep it. Tomorrow, keep it again. Remove the choice. Discipline is easier when you don't have to decide. Decide once and then automate. Put your workout clothes next to your bed. Schedule your study time in your calendar. Make discipline the path of least resistance. Forgive yourself. You will fail. You will have a bad day. You will miss a workout or eat the wrong thing. That's not the end. Discipline is not about being perfect, it's about coming back. Forgive yourself and start again tomorrow. Remember your why. Why do you want to be disciplined? Write it down. Put it where you can see it. When the hard days come, that why will pull you through. Part 9. The final word. In the end, discipline is simply this: choosing what you want most over what you want now. You want the cookie now, but you want health most. You want to sleep now, but you want success most. You want to quit now, but you want to be a champion most. Discipline is the tool that helps you choose the future over the present. It is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. And the beautiful thing, discipline is available to everyone. You don't need to be born with it. You don't need money to buy it. You don't need connections to find it. It is inside you right now, waiting to be